The arcane will free us, and I am its herald. Follow me, and I will give you enlightenment in place of emotion.
What's up guys, Viktor here, and today I'm going to show you how to play Viktor on the mid lane with the best build and rules. I'm gonna provide you a really detailed explanation about the way his abilities work, and I will give you useful tips to improve your gameplay using this champion. Additionally, I want to state that the build I have shown at the start of the video is the most standard and effective, but if you happen to face a lot of squishy champions, especially without tanks, then you can use this full burst build that I'm showing right now as well, because Viktor has an insane amount of damage and he can one-shot effectively. Alright, so let's get to Viktor's skill explanation. On passive, Viktor can upgrade each of his abilities at the cost of 100 hex fragments, which you can gain from killing enemies. And at the start of the game, Viktor has 0 fragments. Killing minions and monsters grant you 1 hex fragment, while cannon minions generate 10 fragments at once. But the most you can get is from getting takedowns on enemy champions, and that alone gives 20 hex fragments. If you wonder what takedown is, it means that the enemy champion dies within 3 seconds of you hitting that enemy. So most of the times whenever you get a kill or an assist. Every time you manage to collect 100 hex fragments, you are allowed to augment one selected basic ability. In every game you should be upgrading E first, then Q and W next. After augmenting all 3 basic abilities, you're gonna be able to upgrade ultimate as well, and later as we progress, I will explain every single ability upgrade during the game. As for the Q, this is a single target ability that deals magic damage, throwing a device at an enemy. The moment the device hits, you also receive a shield for 2.5 seconds that scales with level and the amount of ability power you currently have. Right after receiving the shield and finishing the first Q cast, your next auto attack is empowered to deal increased magic damage, and then you have 4 seconds to use it before the effect is gone. What's great about this empowered auto attack is the fact that it's not a projectile, so by right clicking you apply that instantly at the enemy champion, assuming that you are in basic attack range. This means that you can ignore Yasuo's Wind Wall and spell shields such as Nocturne's W and Banshee's Veil, making it great against squishies to quickly delete them combined with your E-laser. I'm pretty sure it was rushed because I would just push the wave and then Kindred could have dived, or I would just hit Katarina with E, but okay. I'm just gonna push that wave and I wanna back. And as for the upgrade of the Q, once you augment this ability, after your first Q cast hits the enemy, you also gain 30% bonus movement speed for 2.5 seconds, and the shield's strength is increased by 60%. This upgrade allows you to quickly catch up to an enemy when chasing or to create distance while being focused. Usually it's really worth getting Dark Seal if you happen to back early, as you can get free AP from stacks, which means more damage, and also once you upgrade to Magi you get extra movement speed, which is really useful for Viktor. Keep in mind that when chasing, if you cannot reach the enemy champion yet, you can Q a random target in range, just to get movement speed and reach an enemy faster that way. The empowered auto attack from Q works against turrets, so when pushing you can Q a minion and then auto attack the turret with an empowered auto. One more thing that is important about the Q: if the target becomes untargetable, dies, is out of your range, or if you lose vision, the ability will cancel. So when chasing before Q, try to ward the bush first. You can also E the bush since the E laser grants vision. On the lane, you should be using your Q in the moment of your enemy applying abilities at you to reduce the damage during the trade with the shield. You can also make an even better trade sometimes by trying to apply the Q when an enemy is going for the last hit, so pay attention to your own minion's HP. I'm gonna make an exception and tote Katarina like this just to keep her on the lane, but usually I don't recommend casting ultimate just like that. You have to follow up with other abilities, because it doesn't deal as much instantly without AP. Your basic combo should be Q, then empowered basic attack and then E, since E has the most range. You can also try to make trades just with your E because of its superior range, using the same strategy when an enemy is last hidden to deal damage without taking much yourself in return. Nice, got her and I didn't have to flash. I actually managed to dodge a Lee's stun, which was key for this. And also, as you can see, Viktor has no escape, so you need to be aware of the enemy jungler's position. And you should try to keep it worded, or at least play depending on if you can see the enemy jungler. If they are on other lane, you can play aggressively, else it's not worth overextending. As in this case, I knew Katarina was low HP, so I was risking less. But against Elise with the stun it's still dangerous. Hence why against this enemy team comp I took barrier, and usually you wanna just play with teleport. As for W, Viktor deploys a gravity field at the target location for 4.5 seconds after a 0.75 seconds delay. Enemies affected by W are slowed for 1 second, refreshing every 0.25 seconds while they remain inside. Enemies who remain in its radius for 1.25 seconds are knocked down and stunned for 1.5 seconds. The slow of W increases with rank of this ability from 33% to 45% on max rank. This ability remains for standard duration even if Viktor dies, so it can be still useful for teamfights, even if they kill you. Once you upgrade W, your other abilities will also slow enemies hit by 20% for 1 second. So there are multiple ways to use your W depending on the situation. Usually you need to predict where the enemy is going to be in the next seconds, because you wanna make sure that an enemy stays in W for longer than 1.25 seconds to get stunned, which will allow you to do your full combo with Q, E, empowered auto attack and ultimate. So let's say that you have poked an enemy multiple times, and now that enemy is below 50% HP, so you can place W behind them if you can reach, and then use all remaining abilities to finish off the target. Another scenario is when you're willing to take a longer trade, but don't want the enemy to be able to trade back effectively, so you just put W in their place, and instead of poking you, they mainly focus on leaving that area in time. So this makes things easier. You can also set up the gank for your jungler with W, and it's especially easier if your ally has some kind of CC that keeps them in one place long enough for W to take effect, so at least 1.25 seconds. Sometimes when I'm chasing an enemy and want them to take more damage, I place W in their path to slow them, and from time to time it can even result in a stun. I can say that it's effective. The same way when you're making an escape, you can just place W in the enemy's path. W can also be used to zone enemies from certain area, which helps in taking objectives such as Dragon, and if you are being focused by an assassin or there's a strong tank engage, you can just place W beneath yourself so that at the moment your enemies reach, they get stunned. And if you already bought an item with burning effect like I did, you have to make sure you don't get hit by the turret while the effect is applied at the enemy and you're in range. And in a teamfight you need to be patient enough to place W in the perfect moment to affect multiple enemies with your W and then land a nice full combo. As for the E, Viktor fires an energy beam along the target path that deals magic damage to enemies hit and briefly grants sight of the area. This is the ability that you wanna max first and is definitely the most important one, dealing crazy amount of damage. At first it might be difficult getting used to how you cast it, so I'd say it's easier when you have this ability smart casted in your settings, meaning that you won't have to confirm casting, and if you need, you can always check the range by dragging your mouse at the ability icon. So in order to learn this faster, just try to be quick with your E cast, meaning that once you decide to press the E and make sure about the angle, you wanna quickly release the E key. I recommend trying to be efficient with E. On the lane you should be applying that to both an RB champion and minions to be able to effectively wave clear. Pay attention to your own minions' health and then you will know when to make a trade. I also recommend trying to damage your enemy with max range E, as it often works. You simply need to adapt with muscle memory. After upgrading this ability, upon casting, the E repeats itself in initially affected area, which makes this augment great for clearing the wave effectively. If you can, try to place your E in a smart way to affect full minion wave, and against enemies, you need to place the E right so that it will have enough time to damage an enemy the second time in the same area. Hence why you should do the combo with your W first if you're going all in. So this will give you enough time to apply all of these abilities in one place. And lastly, Viktor's ultimate. Viktor conjures an arcane storm at the target location, which instantly deals magic damage to enemies within the area and disrupts channeling abilities, such as Katarina's ultimate. So that means that against certain matchups it's worth saving your ultimate, and then upon them casting a channeling ability, you just cancel their ability by simply applying ultimate at them. And that way they won't be able to deal enough damage to kill you or your allies. After casting your ultimate, this ability remains active in the target location for 6.5 seconds, dealing magic damage to enemies within it every second and also granting sight of the area. The ultimate then moves, targeting the nearest champion hit by its initial damage and follows them. This ult moves faster towards the target if Viktor is nearby, based on proximity. So the closer you are to the ultimate, the faster it goes. While the effect of your ultimate lasts, you can press ultimate again to make the arcane storm follow the target location, follow the target RB champion, or yourself. So it's just gonna move towards Viktor. After upgrading this ability, the ultimate moves 25% faster, and additionally, whenever an enemy champion is taken down after being damaged by arcane storm, the ultimate increases in size by 40% and extends its duration by 3 seconds. The ratios of this ability can be increased up to 6 times and its duration can be extended only up to the original duration. The recast of your ultimate that causes the ultimate to follow can be used even in the moment of being affected by a crowd control effect. The arcane storm will remain active even if Viktor dies and will automatically follow the nearest enemy champion in range at the same time of his death, assuming it wasn't locked on already. The storm will follow its target even if they are not visible, effectively giving away their position. You should be saving your ultimate for teamfights to use it at multiple champions or to kill the most fed priority targets, especially squishies. There will be times when you're gonna be able to quickly kill someone by flashing, so you have to remember the ultimate damage is instant, meaning that you can apply the following combo of flash Q, auto attack and D. E lasts because it has the best range, so first you have to apply these closer range abilities to maximize the damage. In a teamfight you should poke with E first and then place your W with Q, basic attack and D into ultimate once the W stuns enemies. Alright, so as you can see I'm trying to apply my E at as many targets as I can when clearing the minion wave. And too far away to help. Where is she? She probably went this way where it's too late. Yeah. But there's Rift. We could just group and go for it. And finally the ultimate upgrade I have mentioned since we've got all abilities augmented. Nice, they've got it. But there's gonna be a team fight.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. A summoner has disconnected.
Okay, I just played this Rift. I don't need the minion wave, and right now I don't think someone will just interrupt. So that's the best use I could do.
Function over 4.
Now we have to wait for the next objective. I'd say it's better if we group, because I'm 6-0.
I am the first of many.
But that depends on my allies. So this game I'm gonna build different items compared to what I have recommended at the start of the video, because there are no tanks. And I don't even need Black Fire Torch. I'm just gonna switch. And I wanna include Shadow Flame, because it makes the damage crit and it helps in killing squishes just like Lichbane. That also grants movement speed.
A summoner has reconnected.
So yeah, also it's important to go for that cap. Viktor has nice AP scaling. I place W.
An ally has been slain.
I Q for the shield and for the speed, of course. So like I have mentioned, if you need to reach, you just Q some target for the movement speed.
Enemy killing spree. A summoner has disconnected.
So that Q upgrade is really good.
With utmost efficiency.
I love that movement speed. Half the damage. I actually could have buried.
Enemy double kill.
Oh no, they wanna surrender already. No FF. Okay, there's Dragon and Atakan. I just clear this and let's go. And they got caught. So we have to let them take this objective now. We are outnumbered.
An ally has been slain.
What? Okay, this game is pretty much burst them before they burst you down. And I was able to kill Caitlyn.
Ace.
I've got like 1k shutdown, have you seen that? And that's great, I'm gonna buy some items. My team needs to understand that they have to fight with B if they want to win. Like if they go mid lane right now, randomly, that makes no sense and they died.
Ally has been slain.
No surprise. While I was just going to outpush the top lane,
Ally has been slain.
which is the right thing to do.
Function over 4.
There are no objectives so far, so we can only make shrubs and outpush. But it seems that they are tilted. Okay, I'm gonna scale and I show you Viktor's damage potential. It's gonna be difficult reaching Caitlyn with melee, like imagine that range, and she's 15 kills already.
I am the first of many.
They surely have vision. Okay, great. So first I begin with E while I'm out of range with other abilities, and then I just focus on applying the Q, and with movement speed it's easier to also apply the empowered auto attack. It's a good thing that we have Leona because she can help with landing the combo from time to time at least. And I suggest letting enemies focus someone else first and just join. If Viktor is not being focused in a team fight, he's really strong.
Metal is perfection.
We have to be patient there. I could eat a bush maybe, but we focus on one target. I don't want to have cooldowns. Okay, nice. And now they are separated. Great. Okay, I'm gonna be able to afford that cap, and I have a lot of Magi stacks, so it was pretty worth it as you can see. Also I like the extra movement speed. I'd say I have a good amount of CS so far.
Your team has destroyed.
Since two of them are dead, we could have done Baron Trap, but it's better to have that cap. Their death timers were pretty low anyway. And Gwen was around, so maybe now we can just try to set up vision. Unless they catch Fiora like this. Surprising. Oh, she didn't have W? Now we need to make sure they do not start the Baron. So yeah, it's important to apply that E-poke before a teamfight starts, because then it's gonna be easier to fight them. If they drop on HP. But my team is finally grouping. Just staying on the mid lane like on Aram is quite pointless. Much better to go to bush, make a trap somewhere. So we have the advantage now in terms of vision, and we could do dragon. Nice. See the face check. Like this wouldn't happen on the mid lane if we just stood there randomly, and many people do that. And now let's just do dragon. It's free. Oh well. Still jungler is alive, so we can do this. You can place your W to counter enemy jungler. Like in this case, just zone her out. I wouldn't be able to time my W to stop her from smiting if she would E. I'd say it's worth trying Baron already, but it depends on the follow-up. And if enemies follow up instantly, we can just cancel. But so far it makes sense. Just we need Fiora's follow-up, because without Fiora it's less likely. Two of my allies followed Baron, and she actually didn't. Oh well, I should have just continued doing Baron. Okay, getting Lichbane to deal with Caitlyn once I reach. And I'd say the call was pretty good, it's just that the execution wasn't right because Fiora didn't follow up, and I also got caught in that trap instead of just staying on Baron to the end to maximize the chances of getting that. Alright, I've got Quadra. Hey, actually there's Elise. I could bait her into trying to kill me because she might believe that. So I'm not rushing, she also has Banshees. Nice, I've damaged her. Now I place W, so I can poke her for free. And what? She actually did it. She thought W would last and I've got a Penta. Yes. I actually didn't expect to get a Penta this game, but nice, I take it. And this keeps us in the game after that mistake. And now I'm gonna get Lichbane. And next is gonna be worth changing to Ludens. Basically against the enemy team comp, as you can see, it's just important to kill them before they kill you, and they have the range advantage. So I'm gonna have like 2 seconds to burst them down, which is possible, and that is enough. Also, I wish I had Gathering Storm, but usually Scourge provides a nice synergy on the lane. So it's fine, I'm gonna have like 1k AP anyway. But right now it's important to stay grouped. And if someone is split pushing like Gwen, we just go all in and that RB. But well, she's aware. I hope she doesn't split push too much. Like they're trying to split push now and it's gonna be difficult. At least we have Kindred and she might bait them for ultimate. Right, depends if she overextends or not. We have to wait for Kindred before Dragon. I thought Elise was there, so I placed W. Wow, nice try. I kind of thought so. And as you can see, the ultimate got bigger from takedowns. But still a nice trap. Without instant reaction I will be dead. But so that damage is very important, especially against bears, to quickly apply your Q to get the shoot. I think Lichbane made a difference too, like when you use that Q, it instantly triggers with Empowered Auto, and it's so fast because it's not an ordinary auto attack. So yeah, Viktor is great against squishies.
A summoner has reconnected.
And actually we have Infernal Soul. It's time to switch to Ludens for more burst damage, as they only have squishies. Okay, so 1 minute for Baron. Is Fiora about to die?
Shut down.
And yes, she's dead. Oh no, they caught our jungler just before Baron. Oh, Caitlyn, surprise. I think if I didn't switch for Lichbane and Ludens, I'd probably could lack some damage, but like this, she's dead. That was fun. Caitlyn thought she can do something and surprise, I actually one-shot you instead. Fast enough. Well, it's good if I can reach Caitlyn because she has the range advantage, so I need to take every chances. Best if Leona can catch someone and I just follow up. But I know it's not easy to catch them, especially when Milio is around. Okay, Baron is still there. Oh, so that damage, half HP. Okay, not bad. No Katarina. And there's Elise. I'm gonna try to burst her down. Oh, she's actually not there? Okay, she moved already. But my ult is wasted, and that's why usually I recommend just saving it for the moment when you can apply it at multiple enemies, unless you can kill someone really important. So like in this case, if I would be able to one-shot separated Caitlyn, then that's okay if I kill just one. We were actually so close to get this Baron, but now we'll probably have to back, but there's Gwen pushing as well. And Elise started Baron already? Okay, she wasn't able to 1v1 Baron as expected, and she just found out. But wow, that Inferno Soul with Viktor's combo, I really like it. The Q basic attack, that's a guaranteed one-shot if I reach. Oh, nice try, Elise. That's what we want. Can I reach Caitlyn? Ah, close. Like, you have to value your own HP more. If I die here, it's gonna be so hard to defend this base. So I'm trying not to do anything crazy. I'm just trying to be around. Leona manages to catch her. But it doesn't seem so far. Yeah, I'm fine with this build, so I'm just keeping items. I could actually switch to Banshees, because there's a least stun, for example, and if I get caught late game, it might be over. I think it's on vision, yeah, based on their reaction. And we have no vision on Baron. They know we have no jungler right now. But that's gonna be Elders, I guess they care about Elder more. And she's dead. What was she thinking? Okay, we can start Dragon already. That might force them into something stupid. The damage is amazing. 2 hits. Okay, 2 of them are dead. We could bait them some more. Half HP on Media. Unnecessary fight from Kindred. Wow. Leona seemed squishy. Okay, so we are not getting Elder. If others waited, we would probably catch someone, but like this, it's gonna be a longer game. Okay, I've got rid of her GA side, place W, and no flash. Good, for the next fight it's gonna be easier to kill her. Surprise! Okay, if they focus Fiora, I might try something. Got her. Yes! It was fast enough, and I predict her movement here. Yeah. Okay, great. So we can get Elder for free, right? Gwen actually has strong items, but she wasn't in this fight. Yeah, I was just trying to secure this elder and we got it. Okay, this is our comeback, especially if we manage to take Baron. So let's go for that. Make sure to Q the objective, not to lose HP as you got this shield, and the cooldown is low, like look how often we can apply these abilities dealing so much damage. Okay, 1k AP. I'm gonna keep Ludens just because for now it seems I'll be fine with my positioning. Position is really important as Viktor. It's good if you have some frontline. And now we've gotta be patient, like let's make sure that we do not get caught. Like Fiora needs to be careful on the split push. Yeah, just in case Kata would engage, like the cooldown is low and we are not going to fight, so it was fine. Yeah, like we need to be around to potentially cancel the recall, but there's a Lee on the top lane anyway. But like, okay, Fiora forces someone top. Can we catch someone off? That is the question. Oh, nice try. That's why I bought blue trinket to avoid face checks. Because one face check of Caitlyn's trap or Alice and we are dead. And Kindred died again just like that. Well, this actually surprised me and I didn't bury her. Okay, that's actually a huge mistake. We should have just gone at Fiora. Okay, can Fiora defend? Thankfully yes. But first it was Kindred that got caught. It's just that we should have immediately backed after this. Okay, so this didn't cost us the game. Kindred has a lot of deaths. Oh, Caitlyn? Does she know we have vision? Surprise. So yeah, like I've mentioned, sometimes you can just flash, do this combo quickly, and it's worth it. Okay, that's great. So it's not worth pushing mid. After this wave, of course, we should focus on bot lane. Because we are not able to end unless Leona and Fiora just follow them, and then we can try. But there's gonna be someone to stop. But like, I have Elixir and I have the Q with Richbane, so I can just destroy that within seconds. I need to be careful not to die there. And Caitlyn is about to spawn, so yeah, it wasn't possible to end. But it was really close. I still have a lot of damage even without Ludens, so I'd say Banshee is a good choice. Nice! You got this. So at this point I'd say it's worth just waiting for Elder. 1 minute left. I'm gonna keep this build. This amount of AP is just enough to... And like, I don't have void stuff this game. I've got some magic pen from boots and they're generally squishy. I'm holding these Magi stacks, so this is why I'm not going for void stuff. And oh, there's Kata. Was Kindred even checking? And just before Elder. That decreases our chances of getting that. I just placed E to avoid the face check. Keep in mind the E grants vision, so this is great with the range and with the cooldown. I'm not gonna show up too early. Let's see if they start first. If they start, it's gonna be a bit easier because we can just react to this. So I need to try to zone them out. Maybe I can steal. Close. Okay, Fiora is pushing.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
And that's not good, they have Elder now. If a teamfight happens, they have the advantage. I wonder if I can end right now, but I have to be around. Just to be sure, because Fiora is actually getting caught. And surprise Gwen. If I can kill Gwen. Close, okay. So I try to drag them down. I probably cannot destroy this turret fast enough, and yeah, not enough HP, but as you can see, they're reacting according to the plan. Ah, that was close. She only killed me because of Elder, right? But still I managed to kill her. Now Sabira needs to make sure she goes back. She has 2 deaths. Caitlyn actually has 17 seconds to destroy these turrets. Can she do it? Sabira has W, like she should be fine, right? I hope so. Like she needs to buy time, Fiora is already spawning, that's good. Okay, so once more. That is not gonna be enough for them to finish. But what about Baron? Elise is dead at least. Oh, Caitlyn overstayed. Oh, Fiora got this. She probably placed a good W. Let's go, Baron. Yeah, without Caitlyn we can definitely do this. And we need to do it fast enough because Gwen is already pushing bot lane. So yeah, just ignore them, go Baron. Leona is trying to outpush, but support usually shouldn't be the one to wave clear. She can be more impactful just staying around, providing CC. Okay, that was quick. Oh. Well, that Elise is quite effective in avoiding my W. Only Milio and Gwen alive, but Caitlyn is about to respawn. Oh, that Milio is annoyed. Okay, so we can get these 2 inhibs. Caitlyn already spawned. Caitlyn is already there. Okay, so we can actually get this one inhib. Oh, this could be a bait. Nah, too obvious. At least we can take their blue buff. Oh Lona, this actually worked. Yes, I was able to reach. Caitlyn disappeared. Actually well played by Lona. It looked like she would just die at first. because she went there solo against full build Caitlyn. Caitlyn actually didn't have vision there. Is there any chance to reach the base? We could wait for Kindred. Like without Caitlyn we could fight, they have this advantage. I'm just staying away from Kata. Okay. There's Elise behind. Uh-oh. Okay. This is a hard situation, so I just try to end. I press kill minion and it worked. We actually won this. Alright, what a game. This is why we do not FF. I told them that we can win this. So I hope that you enjoyed this and that you learned something on how to play Viktor or this Viktor guide. And I also do coaching for Viktor and other champions, so if you're interested you can contact me on Discord in the video description. You can also check out my other champion guides. Let me know if you have a request for a specific guide. And overall let me know what do you think in the comments. You can also check out my stream and other channel in the description. Thanks for watching and see you next time.